So now we're going to look at the Lutz jump, and the Lutz is one of our toe jumps, and it's very similar to the flip as they are both toe jumps, except the major difference between the flip and the Lutz is that the flip comes off of an inside edge and the Lutz comes off of the outside edge. Apart from that, they are reasonably similar. But again, if you were to, you could easily mistake two of them if someone was doing it slightly incorrectly. If you're attempting to do a Lutz and come off an inside, especially in competition, it can be counted as an edge change. So you'll basically be doing a flip, but with the intention of a Lutz. So make sure right from the beginning you learn these jumps correctly off of the correct edges, and you continue to do them throughout your whole skating career on the correct edges. So again, let me repeat, the Lutz is off an outside edge jump, and you want to make sure that you do that the whole time, never getting over to even a small inside edge. So with your Lutz, I think a great way to start off with it, you can go into it in several ways, but the main most important thing right before you jump is you want to be in this position. So I'm standing on my left foot only, and with my left arm in front and my right arm behind me traveling backwards. So I'm going in this direction with my right foot tucked in behind me here, not away from me, just tucked in nice and efficiently, so you can help keep your balance. At this point you want to be nice and relaxed, you definitely want to be balanced on it. Again, most important thing is the balance right from the beginning, and you don't want to rush anything, so take a nice big breath as you're in this position ready to take on the Lutz. So as I mentioned, the Lutz is going to take off an outside edge, so we start off on a flat, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our knee bend, we're going to use our lean of our body, and also our right arm pulling back a little bit to pull us onto that outside edge. So if I come back here, you're going to see I'm starting off on a flat edge here, then I'm going to use everything to get on my outside edge. So as I mentioned, to help get us on our outside edge, you need to use your knee bend. It goes even deeper when we go to our outside edge. You need to use your lean of your body. So we're standing up nice and neutral when it comes to the outside edge. You're going to open your body out a little bit more and have a slight lean back into that outside edge. In the same way that if I was going forwards and wanting to get into an edge, I would slightly lean over to get onto whichever direction I needed to go in. But don't overcook it. You don't want to end up being a banana shape with your body. Body always wants to be nice and straight and on top of yourself. Your knee will be bent, but you'll never see this going into a jump, or especially this, and hopefully not too much lean forward as well. You just want to be on top of that left foot. That's the foot that you're standing on. Therefore, you want to be comfortable standing over that left foot, even if you're on a nice deep outside edge with that right foot stretched back. So you've used your knee bend and you've used your body lean. Now we need to talk about the upper body opening up and also using your free leg. So as I mentioned, you're in this position, standing only on the left foot with the right arm behind you and the right foot tucked in. When it comes to that outside edge, that right foot is going to extend behind you, and the right arm is also going to pull back. So from here, my right arm's going to move from here to here. So it's really not too much, but it's just enough to get you on a nice, comfortable outside edge going backwards. So let's take a look at it again in full motion. So I'm going backwards, and then I pull everything back to get on my outside edge, ready to tap on my right foot. Okay, so now we're in our position that we just briefly talked about, with the left arm in front, the right arm behind, the right foot stretched back on our backward outside edge. This is our preparation for our takeoff, because the takeoff is coming very shortly. So the right foot, the next thing that's going to happen is the right toe pick is going to tap into the ice behind you. Now again, very important that you're in a stretched position with that right leg completely straight behind you. If you tap in your right foot and it's bent, then a couple of things are going to happen. First of all, you're not going to be able to generate that power going up into the air, so you won't find you get much height from it. Second of all, that right foot tapping in straight behind you allows you to use your draw, which we've mentioned. I've mentioned the draw on also the toe loop and the flip jump, which are both the other toe jumps that we're looking at in the basic jumps. The draw happens when you bring both those feet together. So I will tap way behind me, but my feet will join up together before I jump. That means that we can rotate a little quicker, and it also means that everything is underneath us as we push up into the air, so you're really using everything possible. Whereas if you're here, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but try splitting your legs and jumping as high as you can. You don't go as high as when both your feet are underneath you. You can really push up using both feet. Now you've got to the point of the tap and the draw, and on the draw you've got to remember your arms start working at this point. So as you tap and draw, that's when your right arm starts to come around and starts to generate that rotation from your upper body. You're using your hips and you're using your upper body, your arms especially, to try and generate some rotation. So on this one, that's when they start working. Your right foot's behind. On the draw, your right arm will come around and really drive yourself up into the air. So once you're up in the air, again, try and achieve a nice in-air position. Doesn't have to be too tight if you're trying a single jump, but you want that left foot to flip over in the air so it's in front in that cross position. Trying to get into that cross position is very important so you can have all of your weight on that right foot. Remember finally to finish off in your nice strong landing position. So you want to make sure that you're nice and over your right foot when you land. Your head's to the right, your chest is to the right, your arms are up, and your head is up with a nice stretched free leg also.